Mr. Kessler?
Yes, sir.
I just have a few questions to ask you real quick, and
Okay.
it will take less than 10 minutes.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I've probably got just about 10 minutes at most right now. Sorry, I've been really busy these last couple days.
No, that's fine. Okay. Why did you decide to become a journalist?
I really didn't go into it for journalism per se. I used to be a restaurant chef, and so I started doing some writing on a freelance basis, and it just was very gratifying. And the hours are better. So it's more the topic that drove me rather than the career, rather than the field.
Yes, sir. What is your favorite thing about your job?
Favorite thing about the job is definitely, I'd say, writing. I love having a forum to actually write and express my opinions, and I like being able to communicate with readers and to feel like I've made an impact in their lives. I once wrote a column about how it was a Mother's Day column, but when I grew up, my mother was really suffered from bad depression, and so I just heard from a lot of readers afterwards about that they really felt it helped them. So that was kind of a nice feeling.
Yes, sir. That sounds really cool. Also, kind of help communicate people that you don't know with.
Yeah, I know. It's just reaching out, making contact.
Yes, sir. What do you typically like to write about?
I like to, I'm the restaurant critic, so I, write restaurant reviews, but I also, like to cover all topics of food. I like to write about, topics in food that interest me, or how people cook at home and how modern families, approach the family meal together. I'm very interested in, restaurant culture and food trends. So pretty much when I'm not doing, I've spent some time at the paper not as a food writer,
Yes,
and I like to write profiles a lot.
Okay. What type of equipment do you usually use in order to tell your stories, like video cameras or like audio recorders or photos, or is there anything else other than those, or maybe can you mention how you use those to portray some of your critiques?
Right. I don't, at this point, I'm not actually doing any, I have in the past done some videos, or maybe some slideshows, but I think what I'm doing is, more I use my portable device, my iPhone, to take notes, to take pictures of things, to take videos, to capture the essence of what's going on for my own sake, for my own notes. I do sometimes use the camera on my iPhone for pictures that I can upload to my blog. I don't, every once in a while, if I'm writing about something and I can't get a photographer, but it seems like there's a good picture to, a picture would help in the paper. I have had a few iPhone pictures published in the paper, which is funny.
That's funny, because iPhone with the quality and everything, you probably wouldn't think that the phone is capable of doing that for the paper, but that's pretty neat.
Yeah, if it's not, if the picture doesn't run too big or something, and you can usually, you've got good lighting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But other than that, I haven't used, it's not like I incorporate, videos or anything into my reviews.
Okay. And my last question, sir, is can you speak a little bit about your career, and what would you recommend somebody following your career path, and just highlight a few positives and negatives about your career?
Well, definitely, my career path is a little different from other journalists in that I came in because of the topic rather than because of I didn't go in intending to be a journalist. I went in as somebody with a big interest in food and wanting to express that. So I think it really is important to have a subject matter that around, like to bring you in to cover one beat and change you to another. But I think you're at your most effective if you spend enough time on one beat to really, become sort of an expert in it. You're there to study, and what is great about working in newspaper is it's basically like a self-motivated study session. So you can, if you're covering child welfare or city government or, government malfeasance or food or movies or whatever it is, you should just do as much reading as you can and studying, and you have the opportunity. So that's what's been good about it, and that's what I like about the field. It's fun, and basically when you're I like to write, and I think if I was always, I do some magazine writing, but that's so intense and it takes so long, and I just like to write and get it over with. And if it's a good article, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But then you go on. The bad is just that it's, newspapers have suffered a lot in the economy today, and so I've seen a lot of, I've seen the ambitions of my own newspaper decrease quite a lot, and that's been sad to see. I still think, a Metro daily newsroom is one of the best places to actually uncover the news because, you have more people working, you have a better system, and so, the survival of daily newspapers I think is very important. People who are, blogging from home and doing their own reporting and picture taking, really just don't have the resources it takes to, to get to the stories and the depths that they need. So.
Yes, sir. Well, I thank you very much for your time, and it was a tough assignment. I'm not used to having to contact people and have a Skype with them, but my teacher...
Oh, sure. I just realized I'm just looking, I never put on video.
Oh, that's fine. Here, I'll take a picture real quick, and then, once again, I thank you for your time.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
All right, you too. Take care.